Beautiful sunrise. Let's hope today's a little less interesting. Morning, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday. Cam's off to go work some ground for double crop. I got to get the sprayer ready for alfalfa, which means I got to deep clean it because everything I've been using to spray for the last month will kill the hell out of the alfalfa. So, wish me luck, because if I screw this up, it's a big screw up. Aaron brought me a burrito, so I'm waiting on the sprayer to load, warming it up. That should be fine. Needed a little longer cooking time, but other than that, that is one damn good burrito. Aaron can make one damn good burrito. I think he said it's got serrano peppers in it. That is a nice little kick. 2, that is our pivot that took the direct hit yesterday. I don't know if I said it in the last video. Only damage to it is one missing sprinkler hose. And I really want to find it because I want to know how far it went. I just find that fascinating. And 3, here it is, 8:30. Hour and a half later, finally got this thing hopefully cleaned out. 3 different rinses, took off the screeners, cleaned them. Oh, I hate switching from all those chemicals to just Roundup on alfalfa because it makes me nervous. Either way, 6-7 mile drive through town to get to the field, 20-acre field, then back out to start getting chopper ready for another fun-filled day of chopping. Pretty sure this is the 3rd video this spring that you guys have been in this field. You saw me put the furrows in here for the irrigation. You can kind of see the waves from that. You saw me plant the hay, and now I'm spraying to kill all the grass and pigweeds because, as you can tell, this looks more like a grass field than it does an alfalfa field. We got a really good stand under there. Just time to burn back the grass and pigweeds. Hopefully this does it. We're cruising right along this morning. Glenn got started close to an hour ago. I got started about half an hour ago. Had a couple things I wanted to get adjusted on this. Field's doing alright. It's got its good, it's got its bad. It's kind of like about everything this year. Moisture's about perfect. He swapped a lot of this last night, so it's late overnight. Yeah, cruising right along at 7 miles an hour, taking 30 foot at a time, so won't be long to knock this half pivot out. This is bigger than the standard quarter section. It's closer to a half mile machine. Be interesting to see how many acres it actually is. That did not take long at all. 1 o'clock, first 100 or so acres, done. Now the real fun part. So I always talk about swathing as the weakness, so we're dividing the choppers because we've caught swathers. Glenn is headed to a neighbor's to keep hauling to the big feedlot right here. I am heading to our ground so we can get a bunch more big cuts so we can keep going with the double crop. Big problem just happened though in that whole process. Cameron just sent me a Snapchat. We've been having transmission issues on our 8360R. Apparently they've gotten significantly worse. It is headed to deer. We had one of their techs out this morning really working on it, diagnosing it. He thinks it's a clutch pack, but to get to it, you have to split the tractor in half. Fan-friggin-tastic. When we need our main tillage tractor to be running that VT for all the double crop, we're now out our biggest horsepower tractor. So here's the part that really sucks about the spring work. I've always talked the the swather is the biggest pinch point. But like today, we had cattle to ship, so Maddie, being the only part of cattle crew that wasn't on silage crew, hauled the cattle until it was time to start swathing. Then I guess Aaron had to haul the last load of cattle. So it's been massive chaos. Swathers did not get started nearly as early as they needed to. Because we don't have swathers that can keep up and we wind up splitting the crews, one chopper is usually following a rake, which as you can see is not crazy efficient just because he's throwing 2 rows together, where a merger he can make 2 rows for every pass, throwing one row off the right wing, one row off the left wing. Yeah, it just sucks because the hours on these machines rack up so damn fast of doing this, just sitting here. So, while I'm sitting here, gonna listen to some music, drink some iced tea, see if I can program my monitor better so it looks the way I want it to. Oh yay! Our daily rain is here. This is so weird. We are not used in this area to having pop-up showers on a regular basis. It makes doing this sort of stuff really frustrating. Awesome! Day number 2 in a row of chopping during the severe thunderstorm warning. Actually, yesterday just went from nothing to a tornado warning. At least this one they're getting the warnings out ahead of time. Things just went from bad to worse. I've got about 4 windrows here and I'll be done. The rain just won't go away. It's actually raining hard about 3 miles north of here. Hoping it doesn't build this way before I can clean this up at least. But I mean, we're going to be done for the day. Glenn, where he was chopping, I guess had a sensor locked up his feed rolls, all the rolls in the front that pull the crop in. So he's at the shop now talking to deer. They're worried it's a broken wire in a harness somewhere. So I'm going to clean up a little bit here, and then I got to run, what was that, 4 miles to the west to go clean up what he has still on the ground there. Real productive day. Now that is a windrow. Holy crap, this is some good stuff. And as you can see by all the tire tracks, it got a little rainy over here. Eight semi-loads and one very messy chopper later. I've got basically all of it. There's that little single guy goes from where I am to where the truck is, so I'm not gonna make another truck come back for that. On a new note, I found out today, cameras, man, they make stuff through the window tint look awesome. Those clouds look sweet through that window tint. Alright, I'm gonna go see if I can clean this thing up at all, because she messy. She a messy mess. Pretty disappointing end of the day, to be honest. But when you think about it, we weren't able to start until about 10 o'clock. And we were done 3:30, 4 o'clock. Suppose you really couldn't ask for much more. But Glenn's chopper. So there is a solenoid on the back of this pump, kind of right down in there, that kicks feed rolls on and off. Something was happening. He was getting an error code. He could go anywhere from 5 feet to 100 feet. And all of a sudden the feed rolls would shut off. And it'd be a circuit fault. Him and Bart traced wires for the last 3 hours on this thing trying to diagnose it. They had all these covers off, all these plugs disassembled, checking continuity of the wires. They can't find a single thing, so we changed out the solenoid with a different one on the machine. It might have been a steering solenoid. Same exact solenoid in a different location. Gonna give it a try because honestly, that's the best guess right now, even though that solenoid tested fine with a meter. They're going to try that. On a good note, Blanca's fender showed up for the new truck. So, at least we got that going for us, right? Okay, we got irrigation water showing up everywhere. Gonna run around, check on some things, check on some pivots. Go see the kiddos, see what's happening today. Talk to you guys later. Just when you thought this pond was built way too big, you'll never fill it. Here we are, last day of May. She's full. Looking at the inlet over there, it looks like we got about 2 foot higher we can go. But that is a crap ton of water. Watching the clouds, hope the rain stays away for a day or two so we can get some more done, because we need to. Alright guys, that's enough rambling for today. Catch you in the next one.